Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Hey, welcome to our new podcast that we have come out. And I am joined here with a very special guest, Dale Beaumont from Australia, of his new BRiN app. We're going to talk about it, what it is. Welcome, Dale.
Hi there, Chris. Good to chat.
Yeah, man. Welcome. You're clean over on the other side of the earth. I've got a lot of great friends in Australia.
Yeah, that's great. It's a beautiful place. Have you ever been down here?
I haven't, but I've got lots of, like I said, wonderful friends. I've always seen how beautiful it is. So you wanted to talk today about your new app that's come out on the iPhone and Android store at BRiN.ai. And it's a world's first business advisor for your pocket. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah, I've been in the space of business education for the last 10 years and have trained about 50,000 entrepreneurs across Australia and New Zealand. But that's just a drop in the ocean compared to the 500 million business owners around the world. And sadly, our research shows that only 1% of those business owners have access to a coach or a business advisor, someone that can actually help them to be more successful. Sadly, then most entrepreneurs are left just to run their business through trial and error. And oftentimes it takes them years or even decades to become successful. And sadly, the vast majority of business owners, as we know, will fail within the first 5 or perhaps 10 years. And so I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if we could give every person running their own business the chance to have a business advisor? How would that look like, and what would we need to do? So we started coming up with some ideas about how to make that happen. And after around almost 2 years of development and planning and research and conducting interviews with over 240 people that have now contributed to the app, it's finally ready and it's now live on the site.
Yeah, I was just turning on the app and it was talking to me. I was going to show it to people,
and content to your playlist
and
to watch later. To access
it's talking to me. You guys did a brilliant job with it. It even tells me my name.
Yeah, exactly. And it will later find out your dog's name as well, or if you have a dog. And in the app, there's also there's 500 business education videos that are within the app as well. So right now, that's kind of the centerpiece is the content, and they're all being recorded in a TV studio. So professional recording, business education on all the different topics of business, from startup to then marketing and branding and leadership and hiring staff and technology and sales and all the things that you need to know. But then coming out early in 2017 is going to be BRiN, the AI side of the app. So we're using artificial intelligence to be able to engage users in conversations around their business. So using just the power of your voice, you'll be able to have a conversation with BRiN, and she'll be able to support you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and answer thousands of business questions and help you to find information that you need in order to grow.
So I'm going to try and screen share here so that we can take a look at the BRiN app, and looks like that's going to give me some sort of it's going to give me some sort of mirroring device. But I can see here you guys have got these videos where you're sitting down with people in a studio, business professionals, and talking to them about stuff. I love this idea because for me, I had a business partner for about 13 years. We did a lot of different companies together, and one day we decided to split. Well, it kind of coagulated over a year. And what happened is he ended up leaving our companies. And for the very first time, I had no board. I had no one to bounce ideas off of. I had no one to talk to about, what should we do here? And I created what I called the virtual board. And that really helped me out a lot, where I could go to other entrepreneurs and I could say, hey, man, this is what I'm thinking about my business, and I help them with theirs. So I think it's really brilliant what you've done with the app.
Yeah, our goal is to take the intelligence of 100 or even 1,000 top-level business coaches and to put it into one collective brain. So it will become, in time, the world's smartest business advisor. And it's far more knowledgeable and capable than any human advisor, because in business, it's hard to be a specialist in 20 or 30 different areas. You normally get good at a couple of things, and that becomes your expertise, and you have to seek out different advisors to help you with Facebook ads, for example, or if you want to succeed in digital marketing, there's specialists for that. So when it comes to the app, what we want to be able to do is how do we have someone to go to one place and access the knowledge of thousands of business coaches through one voice-powered user interface. So at the moment, it works primarily through the app, which is available for free. But in time, it'll also work with Amazon Echo as well. So you'll be able to talk to it while you're walking around your home or your office. And in the future, will be integrated into things like Slack and also Messenger as well. So you can wake up in the morning and you can send a quick message if you have a question or you need some help or you want to access information. And then in time, our ultimate goal is to link BRiN into other software applications, like, for example, Salesforce or your Google Analytics, or you might be using MailChimp. And then you can actually ask questions through BRiN and say, BRiN, how many people came to my website yesterday? Or what's my conversion rate on my main landing page? Or how many leads do I have in my pipeline? And you can do all this while driving to the office. So you can access the information and stats that you need when you need the most. So you don't have to log into these systems or use dashboards. You just talk and you ask for the information you want, and it comes back to you in under a second.
That's pretty awesome, because my challenges was usually late at night, I'm thinking about my business, I'm worrying about stuff, I'm trying to come up with solutions, and being able to have a 24 access is real important, because then you can go, oh, that's how to fix the problem. In looking at the website, BRiN.ai, I'm just going to read off some of the different topics that you have here on the front. How to turn $1,000 of capital into $2.5 million revenue in 3 years. I've done that. Let's see, it was $2,000 though. How to raise capital to fund your business growth. What is it cheaper to own a Lamborghini than a BMW? How to sell to China's ultra rich. How to wow your customers so they keep coming back. How to use Gmail to better manage your business. And you got thousands of these videos that you guys have on here. And it's very personalized. It right away from the beginning, it takes my name, Chris, and it's like, it starts talking to me just like, we're having a conversation between the two of us, and it knows me well.
Yeah, the goal is to provide personalized education to each person. And so in time, you'll be able to say, I'm a male, I'm living in North America, I'm 40 years of age and I work in the hospitality industry, and you'll be able to then, it'll find all the videos that would be most relevant to your situation, and then it will put those forward, and it will create your own customized playlist just for you, which you can of course edit if you want to as well. But if you're a female and you're living in England and you are having a business in the retail space, then should make different recommendations to you. So the idea is to provide personalized education to every entrepreneur, and also to provide human-like support, because we all need support in our business. And oftentimes it can be quite lonely, like you've said, if you don't have a business partner or someone to bounce ideas. It's like, who do you talk to? Everyone reports to you, but you don't report to anyone. So oftentimes we do silly things just because we haven't got the help and support. So we thought, how can we actually give someone a personal support? And sometimes this person will be just to bounce ideas around, but sometimes as well, they can give you a little kick up the butt too. Like if you're not, if you said you're going to do something and a week later, BRiN will say, hey, Chris, you said you were going to do this, and have you done it? And you say, no. She's going to say, come on, what are you doing? Pull your finger out and get to work. So we want to be able to provide that support to every person, because it's just not possible. There aren't enough business coaches on the planet to support the number of business owners, especially in developing countries. Business coaching, or it's not even a thing. It's not an industry like it is in North America or Australia. So most business owners, we're talking about the rest of the world, most business owners, they just are forced to do things on their own without any help or support. So that's what we want to change.
That's awesome, because like you mentioned, being an entrepreneur sometimes is really lonely. Like even some of my close partners would come to me and go like, I don't know, Chris, you're the CEO. It's your problem. You fix it. I don't know. And you're just like, what? And being able to have resources. I would have loved to have this in the early 90s when I started my first businesses. It would save me a ton of, I probably would save some hair. But You guys have been reviewed by Forbes, Business Builders, Business Insider, GQ, a lot of different people, Gizmodo, Sky News have interviewed you guys, talked to you guys, checked it out. 250 plus business experts around the world you created the app with. Don't make it too smart, because I don't want it, yelling at me like, get off your lazy butt, Chris, and go make some money here. Quit being stupid, or like really go work at McDonald's. But no, I think it's great. I'm looking across the screens and stuff. Like I said, I was playing with it earlier, and being able to have this education where you can delve down into stuff. Henry Ford was challenged back in the early days of his entrepreneurship with creating Ford Motors, and so I think it was some people on the board or some people in the company were trying to get him removed as a CEO because he had a 4th grade education. And they actually had a court hearing about this to try and get him removed. And he showed the court that he had on his desk a little panel box where you could push a button and it would summon a professional person who really knew a certain area of knowledge that he needed to know. And that person would come to him and he could ask them the questions and find the knowledge. And he showed the court that having the knowledge wasn't always necessary, but being able to easily find it, get to it, and have it readily accessible was the key to, even though he had a 4th grade education, he could be a successful CEO. And he won the court case and, of course, kept control of his company. Amazing story. Yeah,
exactly. And that's really the type of thing that we want every person to be able to do from their phone. So you can go, I really want to find, an expert in how to use Google Analytics. Okay, great. Oh, there's a video on that particular subject. Or I really want to find out how to get really good at, let's just say, succession planning, because maybe you're looking to get someone else into the business and step backwards. And we have information on around 80 different categories of information, whether you're looking to franchise your business perhaps, or you might be looking at hiring a sales manager. We've got information on that as well. You might be wanting to put together a marketing plan for your business, or you might want to protect your brand, so you need information on trademarking, or maybe you want to expand your business into China or the Middle East, and we've got content on that as well. So it's one place that you can go where you can access the collective intelligence of hundreds of world-class business experts in one place.
That is awesome. And it looks like you've done a lot of things from what I've seen of you on Google+, a lot of different, I think LinkedIn, work and experience, showing people how to use that. Business Blueprint I'm seeing on your website, and different things. So you've been working and teaching professionals for a very long time, I imagine.
Yeah, I've been in the space for around 10 years. I've published 16 books as well on business. And the other thing I've done is a lot of speaking, probably delivered over 1,000 presentations, and done a lot of educating business owners. A lot of my clients are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s. A lot of them are actually baby boomer entrepreneurs, because they woke up one day and realized, they can't just stick an ad in the yellow pages and wait for the phone to ring. They actually, marketing has changed, and, the way they find customers has changed, and they're too young to retire, but too old to go back to university. So they're kind of struggling. Like, how do I survive in this new world? How do I use this Facebook thing? Or, what is YouTube? And
what's a Facebook ad?
Yeah, exactly. And even like some of them are even bad. Like, okay, finally I realized I need a website. It's like, oh, thank God for that. So there's a lot of people there that are quite successful in business, but they have been built on models from the past, and they're kind of in the firing line for disruption if they don't change, they don't evolve, they don't improve the way that they do things. And so I kind of work with those entrepreneurs to get them upskilled, teach them how to use technology, and basically round out their skills, and so they could become more successful and kind of thrive in the new digital age.
And that's awesome. So with this new app, it's I'm trying to find it here on BRiN.ai. It's all free. And of course, like I said, it's got a vocalized lady who speaks with you, talks your name, walks you through it, basically your personal business advisor, if you will. And 24/7, you've got access to knowledge. I mean, like I say, that when you're up in the middle of the night and, whatever you're losing money on or wherever you're bleeding out on your business, and you're just sitting there going, I got to find an answer. And it's the loneliest place to be. And now with the information age where you can get this knowledge ready available to you, especially where you can drill it down, it certainly makes a difference.
Yeah, totally. And that's I have a great business in Australia just running our events, but it's just through hiring hotel rooms and doing like meetups and those type of things, and even a lot of one-to-one coaching and mentoring. And even though it's worked great, the problem is just it's not a model that is scalable, and we really want to have an impact on a global scale. And over the last 10 years, I've been fortunate enough to travel to around 70 countries around the world. And you meet entrepreneurs kind of everywhere, whether it be in Turkey or Taiwan or in Egypt, and you talk to them and you realize that they have the same problems that we have, but they just don't have access to seminars and courses and events and those type of things. Like I said before, it's just not a thing, and so they're just forced to oftentimes struggle on their own. So my kind of dream is to help a factory worker to, that has a dream to start their own business. They can download an app and they can kind of learn what they need to do, and they can, go out and succeed in running their own business, or someone that's a street vendor or whatever. So it's really a product that can help everyone that is either running or wants to run their own business, to give them the best possible chance of success.
Yeah, you may spark a whole new venue of entrepreneurs that can get the data they need and figure out how to start stuff and get going. And
yeah, that's the plan.
In my business experience, I used to tell my partners, or tell myself, that there is always a better way to do something. There's always a better way to improve on something. There's always a way to make things better. There's always a way to make more money and be more profitable. And the trick is that I have to do is I have to find what that way is. So there's always the possibility, but I've got to figure out, that's my job, is to figure out where that is. And that helped me through all my businesses, because I would sit down and go, okay, what is the better way? And now, I didn't have access to any of this incredible resource back in the day. You can just pull it up on your phone and watch it. And I like too, where I listen to a lot of videos actually on YouTube that are business aligned. And I'll listen to them in the car if I'm driving to a place, or if I'm wandering around. Sometimes I'll just play them on the TV as I work. And it's really a rich experience just to be able to easily access that data and go from there.
Yeah, and just on that, we created a cool feature as well in the product, which you'll see. And so you can browse through all the 500 videos, and then there's a button that you can press where you can add it to a playlist. And so you can quickly find all the content that's relevant for you. And then once it's in your playlist, you'll see you can move it up and down anytime. But then we've created this technology, you'll see it at the bottom, it's called Learn Switch. And what it basically enables you to do is to switch between audio and video modes. Because what I found, switch between audio or video. Because what I found is everything is either video and it's on YouTube, or most podcasts are audio, but you can't kind of pick and choose between which one you want to access. They're kind of like, you're kind of forced to go either way. So with our product, you can actually start watching a video and get up to the 10-minute mark, and then you go, oh, I need to jump into my car. So you get into your car, you tap one button, and it switches from video mode to audio mode. And then you can consume the next 5-10 minutes on audio. And then when you get out of the car, you can then tap the button again and it goes back to video. So you can go backwards and forwards as many times as you like, and it remembers your place every single time as well. So you can just jump back in, and even if you come back a month later, you'll know you're up to 2 minutes and 14 seconds of this video. So you'll be able to kick off where you left off.
That's awesome. I'll probably be using this everywhere I go too. Playing it through the thing, because I love to take. I hate driving places. To me, it's the biggest waste of time. I just hate it. And so I usually try and I either play a book from audiobooks.com, or I try and do something that I'm learning and educating. Sometimes I go through the store and I'm got something in my ear, so that I just hate some of that boring things, and being able to learn stuff and educate myself, and of course firm yourself up on stuff that you think but maybe there's some better angles on it as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great product. I use it myself when I'm driving in the car as well. So yeah, I encourage people to check it out. And it's just phase one. Phase one is the huge video library. But coming soon is the artificially intelligent business advisor. And that's where it's going to go to a whole new level. And then, You know, the idea would be that you can be talking to BRiN when you're driving in your car or when you're walking around your home or when you're at the office. So if you think of a question or something you're struggling with, or you want to access some information, you just use your voice, you say what you need. You know, how do I motivate my staff? Or how do I trademark my business name? Or how do I employ a sales manager? And you'll be able to just go, okay, we've got 3 videos on that particular subject. Would you like me to load them into your playlist? You say yes, and then they're ready and waiting, and you go play my playlist, and it will just start playing the content that you care about. So it's an exciting project. At the moment, it's kind of like a little bit of a labor of love. Like I've got thankfully another business which is doing extremely well, so I'm able to pursue this crazy goal. But I do believe that not only is it going to help a lot of people, that it's also going to become, you know, very valuable in time as well. But right now, my goal is just to get it into the hands of as many people as possible, because the more people that use the product, the better it becomes.
That is awesome, and it's free too, so you can't beat that.
Yeah, exactly.
Free stories. So this thing looks pretty awesome. Anything else we need to know about it?
No, just like you said, it's free, so there's nothing more to say other than go check it out. So the website is BRiN.ai, and it's available on both Android and also iOS devices as well. And if you have a tablet, it also will work there too. And you can check it out, have a play, and we'd love your feedback. So we send an email once a week with updating you on what the latest content is, and you can hit reply on any of those emails and let us know what you'd like to see more of. And we'll do our best to try and help and make the product even more awesome than it already is. Nice.
You guys are on the Twitter, and you're also on the Facebook page, so people can check it out there. Looks like it BRiN.ai. BRiN.ai. I get it now.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, and then on Facebook. Do you want to give them your Twitter account so people can reach you directly if they have any questions or want to contact you?
DALE _Beaumont, BEAUMONT. Or you should just be able to Google me, and you'll be find my main website and all the links there. DaleBeaumont.com is how you can find me direct.
All right, Dale. Well, we'll check it out. I really like it. I highly recommend it, and everyone should go check it out as well. I'll probably send you a link on Facebook so we can get hooked up, and you can talk to some of my other cool Australian people, and maybe they can help you down there. I've got
That'd be great.
People down there. So I mean to come down there one of these days and then learn the lingo, you know, and eat the food. But I don't know about the spiders. I've seen the spiders you people have down there. I'm not sure about that whole thing. I've seen those babies, but all right. Well, everyone go check it out, and definitely appreciate you coming by and spending some time with Dale. We'll look forward to talking to you again.
Thanks so much, Chris. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, bud. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.